Bam! Alright, I'm working on this Telecaster. This is a made in Mexico 2017. It's got the 3 brass saddles, which I kind of like. The strings load through the rear. Looks like a classic, awesome Telecaster. Very cool. I might have showed you this earlier, but the control plate has been reversed, so the switch is back here instead of up there. But the switch is reversed so that bridge, neck, middle. So it's kind of in the right way, but it's been reversed. Volume and tone. So what I'm doing with this guy is it had really rough fret edges, so I ordered a file, which I've got somewhere. Well, kind of a plane or a file with a wood handle, and I worked on that, taped off the edges and worked those down. Then I smoothed them down with some kind of polishing, little sanding blocks, and another little file. I worked on it for a couple of nights and got those sharp fret edges off, and that comes from the wood shrinks from drying out, or the wood wasn't properly dried. So then I had to raise the strings here with these little set screws, because we went from 10 through 46 to 9 to 42 strings. So the strings are thinner and they sit a little closer to the neck. I think thicker strings are going to pull the neck back just a hair, while the lighter gauge, the neck will go this way, and then you might have to raise them up so they don't rub into the frets when I bend. So a little bit of fret buzz in there. Cool. I like the first string. Second string is kind of buzzy. Ooh, the string is setting in. I'm also showing you how to stretch strings before you play a gig. You kind of do some aggressive bending, which is fun. Yeah, that second string's got a little buzz in it. Now, one little trick. I'm tuning this by ear. Looking for my tuner. I don't have it. I've not used a tuner on this guitar yet. What I do is I keep checking. I get my A string sounding good to my ear, looking for a tuner, and then I keep going. I keep checking the A's against that open A string. No. What am I doing? Actually, I love Teles with 9s. If you got 10s, you're really fighting. Because you can just, you know, do some pretty hearty bending. So, yeah, I was gonna show you, I wonder if I can find an A somewhere, maybe on this guitar, or an E. I'm a little flat, okay? I think the guitar really comes alive sometimes when you put 9s on them. So I leave these for a little while, make sure the strings settle in, and if they do, I'll give them a haircut. I'm trying to get like 2 wraps around each post, 2.5. Cut them not too close here, but you don't want those sharp edges or those sharp ends that will make your fingers bleed if you touch it wrong. So somewhere, all right. And I recycle all the metal. I got a giant box full of strings I'm going to take to the whatever recycle center someday soon. That second string wants to keep going flat. So since it's acting up, I'll kind of give it a little extra. Hey, I did a solo today in my studio. It was this song that goes like... solo goes. Yeah, so I made that up. But that's on a song by Junior Brown called Too Many Nights in a Roadhouse. It's fun. I just do my own version. I made up my own solo. And I do a backing track with that when I play my solo show. The problem is we mixed in the solo I did on the demo. It's on my backing track. So when I play live, I have to match it. So I double that solo. But I didn't really know it real good until today. So that was like in the F, B flat, F, C, I go. That's like a G bending up a little bit. So you can get these micro bends that go to like kind of between the natural notes, you know, between pitch. It's like trying to get, it never even makes a half step. So it's kind of like flat, which is just sounds weird and cool. That's pretty cool. back to F. Then I convert to this finger pick in here. Then I go to, that's B flat, back to F. So I'm picking with these fingers on an F up here. Then I'm gonna do C like this. That's good old. And then I'm gonna do F. Kind of a blues lick at the end. Wow. I did that many years ago, and it's been on this track, so when I go live, I'm like, what do I do? I kind of try to, I just didn't know what to do. So I thought, let's learn it. All right, I'm going to show you one more time. Let's go back to the bridge pickup. Is that how I do it? Cool. So what I'm doing is just getting this guitar ready for the customer. Kind of hand testing it, hand tuning it by, ear. I'll put it on the strobe. So these strings are a little higher. I'm eyeballing them. They look pretty, second string looks low. All right. Let's raise that second string. Maybe that's why it's buzzing. So we'll just hike that one up a little bit. Maybe that will it'll give it a little more down angle at back here. The break angle will be more sharp, and it will maybe force that string to vibrate more. Oh, what is that buzz? Phantom buzz. Oh, well, let's do. It clears. Before, when I bend, it will rub against the fret. But now it's clean. This is how we used to tune back before we had tuners, I remember the first time somebody goes, hey, you see this thing here? You plug your guitar into it and you turn the knob and then to the string you want to tune it to, and then it shows you on a meter if you're in tune or not. I'm like, no, there ain't no way. That don't exist. I only thought you had to tune by, I thought ear was the only way. So I'd sit and play my guitar and just keep tuning it until it just sounded perfect. So it's kind of an ear exercise. Kind of don't miss those days that much. Ah, I see my tuner. Hang on, let's just check out the strobe. I took it outside for an outside lesson last night. We did a little meeting on the patio, so we'll see how our pitch is. Get it tuned properly and see how it sounds. Oh, come on. That was dead on. That was pretty much dead on. A hair sharp. That was dead on. A little sharp. A hair flat. So my ear is pretty good. The trick with these lighter strings is you have to press really soft with your left hand. Perfect. Now if I press hard, it's gross. Here's the A, soft. Press hard, out of tune. D, soft. Press hard. And a bar chord, soft. Press hard. Yeah. So I'll tell my customer, I'll give them a little heads up about that. Now we check our intonation. A little sharp, a little sharp, a little sharp, sharp, sharp. That means these guys have to go that way. We have to make the string longer. So let's just take care of that. Not a big deal. Just bring them back a little bit. This will be a big improvement. Give them a couple cranks and we should be pretty close. Whew. Yeah. Now we'll try the intonation again. I made that an F. So that's a challenge, is put some new strings on your guitar, tune it up by ear, and then test dead on, dead on, hair sharp, hair sharp. So we'll take the middle one that way a little bit. Go clockwise. And let's check those two strings. Good. A little sharp. Bring those back. Seems like the first two strings, the saddle is usually closer towards the headstock. Give that a good crank. Second string. Still sharp. Still sharp on both strings, so I'm gonna get the smaller guy going here, kind of like that. Give it a good crank, get him up there, solve that problem. Man, it sounds pretty sweet. So guitars never tune up perfectly. There's always a little discrepancy. Wow. Sounds nice. The strings are still stretching, but it's pretty much ready for the stage, I think. I'll just tell my man, We're going to lighten up with our pressing on the left hand so it sounds more in tune. And yeah, man, I got these sharp fret edges, feeling a lot better. Intonation set, string height looks and feels good. So I'll just wipe it down and put it in the case and notify my customer it's ready to go. And then I'll get going on the Strat. So that's how I learned to maintain a guitar, kind of just by feel and ear and experimenting.